Hello, good morning. Good morning, good morning. This is me, Madam Splendor of Splendor Beauty Palace and Events. How was our night? I hope it was peaceful. Okay, this is me. This morning, I want to briefly talk to us about self-control. Self-control. So when we hear self-control, what comes to mind? Self, meaning you, then control, to be able to tame yourself towards some certain things. So we're going to be looking at the definition of self-control from a dictionary this morning. Say self-control is an aspect of inhibitory control. It's an aspect of inhibitory control. One of the core executive functions. Now, executive functions are cognitive processes that are necessary for regulating one's behavior. So when we talk about self-control, we are talking about regulating one's behavior. It could be in different aspects or different areas of life. Now, in order to achieve specific goals, it is important that one should have self-control. Let's take for an example, somebody who has a goal of maybe you want to build a house this year. Now, you have to have self-control in the area of saving up. Now, in this aspect, it is not everything that you see that you buy. Now, you now have to control yourself over unnecessary expenses. Now, what do I mean by unnecessary expenses? There are some persons who will go to market, probably when you were going to market, you actually had it in mind to buy this or to buy that. But because that person lacks self-control, when the person gets to the market, he now start buying things that are unnecessary. And if you are that person that has set aside, for example, this year to achieve maybe a goal of building, you see that at the end of the day, by the time you start spending unnecessary, that goal, that specific goal that you have set aside to achieve, you will no longer be able to achieve it. So that person can be said to lack self-control. Okay, you're welcome back. So back to what I was saying. Self-control is that ability to be able to hold yourself in order to be able to achieve some specific goals. And if you look at it, this year is already starting off. We are in the month of January, and this is the first month of the year. So as an individual, do you have self-control? I want to ask that as a question. Do you have self-control or do you lack self-control? Now, ask yourself those questions. If you fall into the first question I asked, do you have? Congratulations to you. Continue to make use of it. Be it in your secular life, be it in a spiritual life, be it in your academics, be it in whatever endeavor wherein you find yourself. If you have self-control, congratulations, like I said, please continue in it. Now, if you fall into the second category that I asked, do you lack self-control? Now, if you lack self-control, you can actually help yourself to build it. Now, you ask another question. How do I build my self-control? Now, there are certain things that you have to do in order to be able to build up your self-control. Number one, you must make sure that if you are the type that when you are going to market to spend unnecessarily, try not to go with too much money. What do I mean by too much money? Probably you have written down what you are going to buy and the cost is 10,000. When you are going to market, reduce, make sure you don't go with money that is far above that. You can go with that 10,000 or maybe a little bit above. But if you are the type that lacks self-control in the area of spending, what you wrote down is 10,000 and you are going to market with 50,000, I promise you, by the time you are coming back, there will be no 1 naira left. Now, if you are also the type that lacks self-control when it comes to women, what do? Now, you try as much as possible to make sure you don't see yourself in hidden places with women. Don't visit a woman alone. Those are some of the points I will give to you. Then if you are the type that lacks self-control in the area of your academics, because some persons do lack self-control also. A program you started, you see yourself at the end of the day not finishing up. Now what do? You also have to speak to yourself. This is another year. You stop procrastinating. Try as much as possible to have friends that will encourage you to finish up your program. Make friends with people of like minds. And as you do so, you see yourself having self-control. Gradually, it is something that you have to build. You have to build. You work it out. It's something that is being worked out. And as you continue to do that, you see yourself getting better and better and better. And you see your self-control increasing as the time goes on. Some person will say, I cannot stop lying. You can, my dear. It's also a gradual process. That is also another aspect of self-control. You start it gradually. You can tell yourself, this hour, let me see how far we go. I will try not to lie. And if you're able to beat that 1 hour, you can increase the time. Gradually, before you know, let me try it for a whole day. Gradually, before you know, you see yourself doing away with lies. And as you do so, you continue to be better and better. You become a better version of yourself. So I want to drop this with us today. God bless you. Bye.